Did you know that if you master your assumptions, you can master your life and master yourself? That's what we're going to talk about in this video today. My name is Samantha, and I'm back for video 66. Great. Here we are. Blooper 67. 67 of 365. I'm Samantha. I'm a therapist, and I'm doing a video every day for a whole year to get over my fear of public speaking and social anxiety. And so far, it's been working out really well. And today I'm coming off a long day. It is 9:15 at night. And I had about 7 hours back to back on, and it was a telehealth day today. And normally it's not all telehealth. But yeah, today it was. So you're getting me at the very end of my day. I was working a little bit later and started a little later today. So it's been kind of a crazy week with seeing a bunch of new clients this week. So I'm blessed in every way and love my job. Love it, love it, love it. So wanted to get my video out and thank you all for being here. Took some notes to keep me on track because I'm tired as usual. So I'm going to try to do my video in the morning tomorrow. We'll see. But yeah, if you master your assumptions, you master your life. So an inner peace is the new rich. I put that in my notes too. Inner peace is the new rich. So it doesn't matter how much money you have or you don't have. You are not rich unless you have that inner peace. And you can only get inner peace through your assumptions. It's what are you assuming about yourself and about others? And you have to really dig into yourself and figure out, okay, what am I really saying to myself every single day about this particular situation? If you have a relationship issue, this was something that popped up in a session today about relationships in general. And I brought up War Room again, the movie, and there was an awesome scene in there where the wife is praying for the husband. And there's just something special with that because she surrendered, basically. And sometimes we have to surrender our toxic thoughts for our new self thoughts. And because our thoughts infect us like a virus, if they're not serving us, we could call them, they're not necessarily, I guess they're toilet thoughts, like I say. Your thoughts are in the toilet. So we have to learn to figure out what are we assuming on a daily basis about our partner. So we might talk about a little bit of relationship stuff right now and delve into that for a minute. But your most important relationship is with yourself, of course. So you always want to start there. And then if you have a spouse or a significant other or someone else, a family member or whoever it is, I always recommend going to self first. Another cat hair in the nose, sorry. I think that it's really important to go back to who am I being on a daily basis and what am I assuming about the person that I'm with, or this family member or whoever you're dealing with. Because as we think of someone being a certain way, they will show up that way. And if you don't believe that, practice it, because I promise you, you'll see your own evidence. You got to become your own evidence, like I say. Become your own evidence, do your own little study, your own experiment on what would happen if I changed my inner conversation that I'm having with myself every day about myself and about this person. One thing we might do is, well, I know I'm going to come home and he or she is going to say this and they're going to do this and they're going to yell at me or we're going to argue and blah, blah, blah. And I know this is going to happen and it just happens every day like this. And then boom, you get home and what happens? The same exact thing you were imagining. And so really watch that because we get stuck in these loops of thinking and we never get out of them. And so I'm your wake-up call today. I'm waking you up and you got to wake up to yourself and your capabilities because you're capable of changing anything in your whole life. You just have to master your assumptions. That's all you have to do. And once you do that, you master yourself and you master your life from there. You get to design and create your life however you want to do it. So, and if you don't believe it, that's okay. Do an experiment, try it out, see how you feel. You got to get yourself out of the loop first. You got to stop the loop. You've got to interrupt it. You got to disrupt it. And you have to replace that with something else. And so if, oh, he does this all the time or she does this all the time, say, no, every day we're getting better and better. Every day I'm getting better and better. Every day he or she is getting better and better. Every day we are getting better and better. I have the best relationship. It's just getting better and better every day. That feels so much better than the alternative, because you're literally generating a feeling of anger or frustration or resentment. Resentment's a big one. We never want to resent people because resentment lives in the body and it wreaks havoc on the body. And you might have, like, if you have inflammation, that represents the emotion of anger. So with inflammation, it's like, okay, my body's angry. It's telling me something, that I might have emotions that are of anger that I might be perpetuating every single day, thinking about over and over and over, repeating them. And so what would happen if we let go of that? We surrender. We just surrender, let go, give ourselves permission to do that, even if for 5 seconds. And we just say the opposite of that. What is going to serve me better than feeling this anger? Because no matter how valid it is, and I guarantee you, your anger is valid at your person or your family member or whoever, I guarantee it's valid. They've done something. They have behaved in a certain way, and then you have chosen to feel the way you're feeling, which, since you chose the way, when we say we chose it, that gives you the empowerment to be able to then say, well, if I chose that, I can choose something else. It's not about blaming you and saying, oh, you did this and it's your fault. You allowed this and whatever. It's like, no, I chose to feel this way because I didn't know any better. And now that I know better, I can do better. And so from there, you just acknowledge what's going on, that I'm stuck in a loop. I'm addicted to this feeling. I'm addicted to thinking this way. And we've got to disrupt that thought and replace it with something else, which rewires the brain. And it just takes repetition. The brain can actually change. It's called neuroplasticity. So we can change the brain with thought alone. We can change the body with thought alone. There's so many ways of doing this, but this is like the easiest, simplest thing that I've come up with, that I've researched. It's just literally changing the way you're speaking to yourself and about situations you might be going into. I had to disrupt my thought pattern to even get on YouTube. I was like, I'm so nervous to be on camera. I can never do that. And then one day on Memorial Day this year, that was the day I was like, okay, you did your makeup, you got dressed, you showered, you did all these things. Like, it's the day. Like, you just got to do it. You just got to disrupt this whole thought pattern you have about being scared of the camera, being scared of being judged, being scared that you're not gonna know what to say. You're gonna stumble over your words. All these things, and all the things that I cared about really don't matter. They don't matter, and it's growing me in ways that I didn't know it would grow me. And so sometimes you have to recognize, like, I'm being this person that I know that I have grown past. Because sometimes we do that. We stay stuck in the old self that we've already outgrown. And I think that contributes to a lot of unhappiness when we do that, because we're not living up to the potential that we've actually grown to, and we're just not keeping up with it. So think about that if you've grown and you're not keeping up with it, and what you might be doing to self-sabotage. Because sometimes even self-sabotage is an addiction. We almost get to success, whatever that looks like for each person, and we do something to interrupt that. We're scared of something, scared of change, scared of success itself, scared of failing if we try. And I think everybody should try everything they want to do, no matter what, even if it's just interrupting a thought pattern and you think you can't. Try it anyway. Oh, you failed? Okay, do it 10,000 more times. You're going to master it. At some point, you're going to master it. It's going to shift you, and you're going to go from life 1 to life 2, self 1 to self 2, and old man to new man. And you're going to become the 2.0 you that you've always wanted to become, but we're just too scared of. And you'll grow beyond whatever limits you set for yourself before. And there are no limits. You get to think as big as you want to think. And if we just go back to love, the energy of love, that's what I also suggested. A lot of times people ask, what do I do? What do I do when we're fighting and we're doing all this? And I'm like, that is another loop. It's a dynamic that we get addicted to. It goes on for years and years. It's not working. So I always suggest go back to yourself. Even if you've got this quote problem in front of you, and you've got this partner that you're having to see every day and they're triggering you, it's like at that point, at some point, you have to disrupt the pattern, and it's in yourself. It's not with the other person yet. That will take care of itself in time. But if you just go back inside yourself and really think about, what am I thinking about this person? What am I feeling? How do I see them? And I used to tell people, try to see someone through God's eyes. Put on the glasses of love. Look through love at this person, because if there's a problem or if they're behaving in a certain way that you don't like or something like that, there is a reason for everyone's behavior. There's something underneath it that we probably don't know. Everybody's fighting some sort of battle. So even if somebody does something that looks like it's malicious, it may not be malicious. They might just be very stressed. Their brain is flooded. Their frontal lobe might have shut down completely, and now they can't think. And so they say something and you're like, oh, well, this means that they don't care. And they're like, I do care. And it's true, they do care, but their behavior makes you feel like they don't care. It appears that way. But I always tell everybody, you want to look underneath the surface of the behavior. There's always something there. And a lot of times it's fear. We're either in fear or we're in love. You get to choose every moment. The more you're in love, you cannot even see anything fearful in your life. You're not scared of anything. You're just in love. And the way that you do that is you just decide, today I'm going to look through my glasses of love at everyone, or I'm going to look through God's eyes at everyone today. And I've always loved the turn the other cheek. They know not what they do. I've had to use that many times in my life, because I deserve grace, which means everyone else deserves grace. I don't deserve judgment. That means everybody else doesn't deserve judgment. And I have to program that in a lot, because I've had a lot of people hurt me in the past. It hurts so badly that you hold on to it because it's traumatizing sometimes. And so at some point you just have to say, you know what? They know not what they do. I have to do this for me. I have to forgive. Forgiveness means letting go of resentment, and you let go of that resentment for you, because it's hurting your own body and your own mind, and it's taking you away from love. Love vibrates at the highest frequency. And when you're vibrating that high and you're really looking at yourself with love and respect and reverence, and you're looking at other people through that lens too, you can't help but see the best things in life and attract the best things in life to you. You just can't help it, because you're at the top of that emotional scale where nothing can touch you, because you're in love. And you're only going to see things that represent love around you. And that will help the other people around you too, because your thoughts are infecting, everybody around you. And at least in the reality that you're perceiving, we can think of it that way too. But if you look at it like, I wonder what I could think about this person instead of infecting them with a virus. I wonder if I could think about them in love instead. So I invite you to do that with yourself today, tonight, and tomorrow morning when you wake up. Say, I'm going to look at myself with love today. And as I look at myself with love, I'll start to learn to look at others with love and see what happens. See what changes in your life. Well, I love you guys so much. Thank you for watching. Please like, share, subscribe, share this with someone that needs it if you'd like to. And I'll be back tomorrow. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you later. Bye.